Yo, what's up, guys? This is day 133. I had practice the day before yesterday, so I'm doing my usual like triceps rehab. So basically, I've messed around with like a few different exercises, but I mostly stick to just a bunch of push downs with different grips. So I'll go like underhand like this, and then one I don't know what you call that, like neutral grip. So with the rope, and then one over, more like a JM press. So I'll mess around with those usually, and then sometimes I'll try to do like dumbbell shoulder press or uh, like dumbbell JM press, but I can't really go heavy on the JM press, so I don't do it as much. Shoulders, um, my shoulders are already sore today, so I figured doing this is enough of a shoulder workout because you still have to kind of stabilize, and my like rear shoulder gets pretty tired quickly. I don't know what it is. Like whatever I do, my rear shoulder gets tired first. Like even if I'm doing like a lateral or front like dumbbell raise, that's what it's called. Yeah, so like to do like a I don't know like a shoulder like blood flow thing. It was just my rear delts will feel it only, or when I'm like overhead pressing too. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's my form. Maybe it's overdeveloped because that's how I pull, or it's like overworked and it's injured. I don't know, but anyways, so yeah, just doing these tricep pushdowns. Like I'm going for like at first I thought like 20, and then if I could do 25, I did 25. Um, at some points, like I think by the second set, I wasn't able to do the rope one for more than like 10, so kind of did as much as I could. Um, and yeah, so practice was like all right. I I mean the biggest thing is that I don't feel like very injured from it, which is good. Um, I felt while I was pulling my shoulder getting tired more before my elbow was feeling it. Not that my elbow was like healthy, but it wasn't like oh my god I need to stop pulling because my elbow was just like I felt it more in my rear shoulder like I was saying. So I either get elbow like UCL pain or I get like a muscle cramp feeling the back of my shoulder that can get pretty painful too if I just keep pulling because it's just like trying to stabilize sideways. I feel, um, and I also wonder if I get that because I don't know how to use my lats because I feel like I don't really use my lats and I use my shoulder instead. But I don't know if that's like if that is how it actually works in terms of your like anatomy or whatever. But anyway, so like yeah, it was like fine. It felt like a good workout. My wrist was like super floppy, like because Jackie, it's like I expected because he always does that to me, but I couldn't even like I felt like he was gonna break my wrist, and then with Alex too, like it was just I couldn't counter top roll at all. Um, but it's like I'm not like too worried. Whatever. Like I guess it makes sense because I had a wrist workout a couple days ago, and I haven't really. So for the longest time, I actually skipped doing wrist work because I figured like I'm strong enough there. So I feel like my body's still like adapting to that like workload. I did a bit prepping for the arm cats, but anyways, yeah. I mean, I posted about it on YouTube. I did a lot of volume, and then I pulled Sullivan. I tried to hold him out of strap, because I want to work on that too. I mean, it's like a dumb move, but I want to like just strengthen my wrist, and then he cracked me, and then Jackie cracked me, so it's like makes sense. My wrist wasn't all there, but I felt all right against Tyler, like against the hook guys and stuff. So, anyways, I don't know. Like that's I guess all the takeaway. Also, another takeaway: avoid pulling these three guys: Lex, Josh, Brandon. Don't hurt your elbows. Um, yeah. So for this, I was like kind of trying to figure out what to do today, because I could do some like so. My usual routine is like usually I'll do like uh, shoulder and triceps blood flow after practice, maybe wrist extensions, which I forgot to do. So, but I was thinking maybe I'll do that today, and then tomorrow, um, I'll do something else. But then I also want to go to Gator, so I was just like trying to like figure out how to plan this out. But I basically settled on just doing some blood flow triceps, and then uh, maybe some push-ups. But then that's so boring, right? Like I find workout really boring if I don't train my forearms. So I just do some pronation, and I want to show you guys some. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking, but just some of my takeaways about this like one specific exercise. So I feel like it's made a big difference in how I train and how I feel like I can gauge my pronation strength. So I start off with like a more like full range, because everyone trains pronation at the top, but I figure any muscle group is better if you can train at full range. Um, so this is really focused on starting at the bottom, supinated, and then I hadn't really done it exactly this way. I mean, especially on this pulley, but I mean, like I've done similar exercises, and like, so at first I was like, is this gonna be a good exercise? Am I gonna feel it? And then I felt it immediately, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Um, if anything, the only thing that bothered me was like my shoulder is a little cracking. I'll mention that in the next one too, but it's funny. It's like not even my arm; it's my shoulder that's stabilizing. It's just like click, click, and it like kind of hurts. So I was like, ah, shit. I think I can maybe figure out a slightly better position to just like place my torso. But I mean, like that's like just like super minute. Like it's not really important, but just because I'm trying to explain everything that's going on through my head. But I did 3 sets, or I think no, I did 4 sets of 12 with 30 pounds, which is like not a lot of weight, but I'm I'm super aware of how little I can lift with my pronator, so it's like I'm pretty happy. And then um, the idea is that right now I'm just sort of still recovering from the last comp. Well, I guess I'm like recovered, but I'm slowly building back up to maybe pull on March 8th. Oh shit, that's like 2 weeks from now. I didn't even realize. Holy shit. Um, Damn, I didn't realize it was this late into February. I thought I had like a month to train. Okay, well, the idea is to build up slowly again. So right now I'm just kind of building my work capacity or whatever. But it looks like I'll just be doing some blood flow until the tournament, which is fine too, as long as I feel healthy. And then I'm like debating whether or not I should pull on April 5th, because we can't seem to find anyone for Evan to pull, Evan Van Itterson, and he's super strong. I think I could pull him, right? I mean, I'm pretty scared of him, but I don't think it's like a super one-sided matchup. It's just I'd rather not, because I want to focus on just having fun and like organize the event, and I don't want to put my elbow through a grinder. But I mean, if we can't find anyone, I feel like a bitch if I didn't pull him. So I might pull him. So that's kind of the plan. But anyways, after this is the one I want to talk about. So basically, it's the Devon lift, but I've done lots of like this like strap through the thumb. I've done the judo belt through the wrist. I've done the put something on the back of your hand so you get more torque at the neutral position. I've done everything. Well, I don't want to sound like too confident, but I've done a lot of things, and this is by far, I feel, the best in terms of making your pronation the failure point, which if I do it like I used to without, so basically the difference is that I'm doing an almost exaggerated wrist kickback, and I find it's missing in so many people's like this lift version of this lift, and I think it's so important. So basically, as soon as you really kick your wrist back into the strap, I mean, maybe it's just the way I'm built, but you'll notice a huge limitation on how much you can lift. Like, it'll immediately be like, oh shit, my arm's getting turned over, like my forearm. So, and I think that's really what a lot of people say they're going for. Like, isn't that what you want to train? Is that pronation, like static strength at the start position? Um, and any other variation of the exercise is good. Like even if you're just doing hammer curls, it's gonna help your top row. But if you want to find an exercise that really isolates and targets your pronate teres, and you feel like it's a way for you to gauge that pronation like holding strength, I think this is just it. And I think that's the essence of a Devon pronation lift, is that kickback, and people just completely ignore it. And I think like it's not, and the thing is that it's not about your pulling style. Like so yeah, you see that mark there? That's where you want that strap to be on your hand. But anyways, so right now I'm just showing it with like my wrist not kicked back, and it's so easy and it feels so different. But the point is not that, oh, if you pull with your wrist bent, you should do the pronation lift with your wrist bent. Doing pronation with your wrist bent is good too, and it will work your pronation too, and it will translate to the table. But what I'm saying is that if the difference in doing it with your wrist kicked back is how it wraps around your forearm. It simply adds more torque to your actual forearm pronation, and it will make it more of a limiting factor. So it's like, if you don't care about that, that's fine. But I feel like for me, who's always trying to figure out like, I really just want to target the pronator. I don't know. I just always been obsessed with that, and I feel like this is it. And it's just the Devon pronation lift. I do it on a bit of an angle. I don't do it like, so I tilt my arm in a little bit, and I just think that's because of the pulley's lower, and if I don't, it's like coming too low on my arm. But it doesn't. It's basically the pressure. Just the most important thing really is the kickback and the strap, will lower on your wrist, and trust me, if you will feel really weak, but you should feel a huge difference. But anyways, I'm doing some push-ups to finish it out. I did 20 and then 15 and 10. I think when I did the 20, I was like, oh shit, I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe I'll do like 5 sets of 20. I literally thought that in my head, and then it turns out I can only do 15 the next time, and then 10 the third set. So it's pretty pathetic. I don't know, but whatever. I mean, it's just something to work on. But I don't know if I have anything else. I think that's it pretty much. Thanks for watching.